Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I am actually pretty dang excited to check out Cryptic Nature, Discover and Protect the Legendary Creatures. Not because of the main image, though. I find the main image incredibly boring and generic, and ooh, look, it's artwork and cryptics and blah. Like, I get it. That's a theme that's been leaned on a lot over like the last 5 to 10 years, especially since Cryptid came out, which is spectacular, by the way, from Osprey Games. You should check that one out. No, the reason I'm excited to check this one out is I'm really curious to see how it's raised 336,000 euros, despite the fact it looks incredibly boring and generic from the outside. You know, they still got the launch January 24th on there, like anybody cares. We don't have a player link, we don't have a time count, we don't have an age. We know it's a competitive board game, so what does that mean? Is it worker placement? Is it deck building? Is it set collection? Is it rondel? Oh, it's competitive. Cool. Now I know it's not cooperative. It's just, there's so little information conveyed here that when I see this, I'm like, how in the hell did this make $336,000? Ahoy! See, Goody and Ricardo. So I'm going to guess it's either because it has a prestigious designer, or a company with a good track record, or something is going on here. I'm really curious, because typically, if you have this kind of main image with not much else going on, you're not going to see $336,000. Or they're doing a spectacular marketing. But that being said, I don't know where they would market this to. It's a very generic theme. Like, oh, there's cryptids and Bigfoots and stuff around. So it had a $10,000 goal, $366,000. It is happening. As always, when I go in the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? What's the game like? Because you didn't tell me that at all. And 44 hours to go. Don't totally cover these ones as they're near their end, but I'm kind of excited to check it out, see what it looks like differently from the beginning to the end. Granted, the fact that they still have this eyesore here tells me they probably haven't changed that much. But let's get into it.
On the planet, there is less and less space left where wildlife can feel safe. This is especially true for cryptids.
I like the look of that card. Okay, so we got a little flavor text here in the top left. We got some iconography. If the risky capture failed, you must move your... So we got some text. We got some polyominoes. All right, I like all the information going on this card. Artwork looks nice too, but who cares?
Legendary cryptic creatures that are on the verge.
And I was saying that facetiously. I know a lot of people care. Honestly, if people did not care so much about artwork, I think Kickstarter would be a much better place, to be quite frank with you. I blame you people, you artwork buyers, who say, you had me at the artwork. No. No, go buy a freaking painting then, okay? Tell me you had me at the gameplay, not so much the artwork.
Urge of extinction.
And the reason I say that it's ruined Kickstarter is because there's so many games that come out and they look like crap. And they are crap. Maybe the rules are bad, maybe the gameplay is mediocre or mid, but at the end of the day they get made because they have spectacular artwork. I'm not insinuating that's what's happening with this game, but if you've been on Kickstarter long enough, you played board games long enough, you've seen it. You've seen it probably plenty of times.
We are cryptozoologists, trying to find the cryptids in order to resettle them in a safer place to live. Join us on this wild and mysterious adventure, searching for traces of these extraordinary creatures. Cryptic Nature is a captivating medium-weight strategic board game for two...
Okay, I really hope this is not over $100. I'm sure with the D premium version, it's probably going to be $80 to $100, but I really hope it's not. This does not look like a $100 game right from the jump, and maybe that's because they haven't shown me that it looks like a $100 game. But man, 30 seconds in, we're still just focusing on artwork.
2 to 4 cryptozoologists that immerses players in an original and beautifully...
What was that shot? I want to really analyze that shot here. What was this 6 seconds?
Board game for 2 to...
Hey, there's a card.
4 cryptozoologists that immerses players in an original...
Here's more cards, and now you get these things. Why are you getting these things? I don't know. 2, 3... Is it because they correspond to this? I don't know.
And beautifully illustrated set.
And even if I did know, it was going so fast in that 6 seconds that I don't know what's going on. That's what I'm saying. It's just 6 wasted seconds. And I feel like there's a lot of that on Kickstarter nowadays, where it's just trim the fat on some of these videos.
Of mysterious cryptids and their surroundings.
I've seen your box 4 times now. Please stop showing me your box. I'm so turned off by this theme. I mean, it's fine. It's a fine theme. I'm sick of nature games, quite frankly. Oh, we're in nature. We're doing crap in nature. Like, oh my god. I understand why nature themes are everywhere, because nature's everywhere in the world, but...
Cryptic Nature...
I try not to judge games based on the theme, though.
Features more than 40 cryptids, all inspired by existing legends.
Wow, artwork. Hey, a board? We actually have a board here. There's actually more than just artwork. Kudos.
And tales. Travel across Europe, collecting necessary evidence that will help you locate these
That sounded pretty cool. What does that mean, necessary evidence? Oh, I like the dice here. I'm more excited by everything you've shown me aside from the artwork.
unique species. To capture a cryptid, you can
Wow, why have we hid this player board for so long? So we got a dual-layered player board. It's going to have slots to put stuff here, slots to move stuff over, presumably upgrades or clues or something. That's a really nice player board.
try hard searching for the evidence, or push your luck and try to capture a cryptid without knowing much about it.
Excellent. I love the use of the buzzword there. Press your luck game. I had no idea there was a little bit of press your luck in the aspect in this game, and now I'm a little bit more intrigued because there is a press your luck aspect of the game because I love press your luck.
The ultimate goal is to
It also really cancels out, you know, I love press your luck games because there's some people I play with who routinely just kick the living snot out of me because they're better than me and because they take more time and effort in their turns. But press your luck can mitigate that, which I love.
build a unique sanctuary in order to provide
Okay,
cryptids with
and that's your player board? No, this is a separate player board we have. So we're going to have two separate player boards, it looks like. I love it. Wish we would have focused more on that and less on the stupid
safe
cryptids.
habitat. The game is an original blend of different
Because I'll be honest with you, and this is going to piss somebody off. It might be the artist, it might be them, it might be nobody. I don't know. I couldn't tell you if this was AI generated art or not. It's to the point now where I'm like, I don't know, it looks AI generated to me. Luckily, I don't care. I don't care if you AI generate anything pretty much, but I know a lot of people do. I always find it weird when people focus on their artwork if they do have AI generated art. Let me know what you think about that. Should you focus on as much on your artwork if you do? Because in my mind, I say that out loud, but then at the same time, the only reason I'm saying that is because I know there's going to be people who give you blowback for AI-generated artwork. Whereas if it's really, really nice artwork, who the hell cares if a human or if a computer made it? Obviously, the people who don't like AI-generated artwork do, and the artist. But it's just interesting to me. It's such a focus on the art.
featuring special magnetic board elements, which
Whoa! This is awesome! Cool! They're going to lock in
creates a
place.
sophisticated and exciting gameplay experience.
And that's something we do at Hero Time Manufacturing as well. There's inside of here, there's just a little tiny layer of magnets, and I imagine in the tokens as well, and they will stick together. Which I know does not sound right that magnets stick on magnets. And trust me, I had a runaround with one of my people at my work. I was like, but what does the magnet stick to? Damn it! Just answer the question. Like, it just sticks to another magnet. I was like, oh, cool.
And exciting gameplay
I look like a real dumbass in that team's chat. I will say, I was like, what's it stick to?
experience. Each cryptozoologist
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Was that a Bigfoot? Oh, those are cool little maples. Okay.
Each cryptozoologist
Yeah, honestly, your artwork is the least exciting thing to me about this game. The more we get into this, I dig the cards, the player boards, the magnetization, the press your luck. I dig so much about this game, and it's just artwork.
also has an assistant that can help them compete on the initiative track, control resources, upgrade their skills, and capture and settle the cryptids
That's
more
nice.
effectively.
Oh,
The fate of these majestic and legendary creatures is in your hands. Will you gain the most reputation and become a renowned cryptozoologist? Cryptic Nature, now on Kickstarter.
I also think I think focusing on the screen print, I think focusing on the magnets, I think those are really good ideas. Because here's the bottom line. Yeah, I know you want to spotlight artwork, but artwork generally isn't going to raise the cost of your price. Now, it will if you pay your artist properly, but I don't feel like most people do, unfortunately. I feel like most people just have an in-house artist that just works for them or whatever. But either way, after the video, do I want it? Yeah, I'm interested. I do. I'm interested in it. Medium weight. I like the components. I like the basic gist of the gameplay, going around, collecting clues, trying to capture cryptids. I dig it. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Don't know. How much is it? Don't know. I don't even know if there's two versions. I just assume there is because that's how Kickstarter always is. So we got 2 people here, 3 people helping the customer service. Launch Boom is going to do crap on the customer service. So 3 people helping with the customer service. Let's make sure your link is not dead. That's always a good thing to know. Cool. It's live. Not that if it was it's not a bad thing. It's dead. It's just you want to know, right? They want to know. Sure. Cluebox Pro. Sherlock's camera. Escape room in a box. Escape room in a box. Escape room in a box. And an escape room in a box. So we have 4 escape room in a box, and now we're doing Cryptic Nature. I wonder if that's how we're getting such a big number. Yeah, look at that brand loyalty. 3,400, 3,900, 3,900, 3,500. Wow, that's fantastic. I'm going to guess we're going to get some good customer service here and some quality products. Just shot in the dark. Because once again, going back to this, I was really perplexed at how this thing made $300,000. Like, it just doesn't add up to me in my brain, which tells me that something is going on here, and it looks like brand loyalty. I haven't received tracking nor my reward. I would like an update. Hey, I've received this. Did I miss something? Never mind. I missed the emails. Hi, the detail of the puzzle is great, but the puzzle I did too difficult or random. Ugh, those are the worst. I hate those. I hate these style things where when you get done with it, you're just like, this is stupid. Like, I'll give you an example. Some of the Exit series just feel like some of the clues are just like, hey, look how smart I am that I actually made this puzzle. And I worry about that sort of thing. Granted, that's neither here nor there because we're focusing on a board game, but still. Having tried for hours to do part of the puzzle, much to my frustration, I had to resort to checking the solution on your website. Problem was the solution was exactly the solution I had trying on the puzzle I received. Basically, my pledge is faulty. I said it because I can't release the section with the 3. Cool. Does anyone have the website link for the Sherlock box of the instructions? Did anyone have the hints? So it's incredibly difficult. I sent an email last week about a loose part in my camera puzzle, but so it's out. And it looks like they're doing good customer service here. 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago. Cool. Clue box. It's probably out as well if the last one is out. Balancing marvels for the backers who choose to get Cambridge. Does anyone have these one or sell or trade? So I'm only one missing the rewards. Can someone follow up me? Thanks. After the last post, Adventure contacted me via Kickstarter to ship the reward. Got it in 1 week. The lack of contact before was frustrating, but thank you for finally solving the problem. Hi, I've backed the Clue Box project almost 2 years ago. Project update says zero deliveries are closed/done for almost a year, and project owners do not respond to emails 3 times by now. So that is something that I've seen a couple times now. Not the greatest on the customer service in the back end. Something to note. But once again, I'm a little bit less concerned, and here's why. Like, let's just look at what this actually is. This looks like something that's going to have a lot of problems. Like, try manufacturing this. You know, same with this thing. Whereas this is easy. This is a board game. It's plastic. It's wood. It's cardboard. It's little magnets in here. So can you do it? Yeah, I'll give him a nod on that. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? We're off to a good start here. Hopefully we don't beat around the bush. We get straight to the price, but I can't even complain about that because they have successfully used this left side over here so I could easily go straight to the pledge tiers, which are in the middle, which is not a great idea in my personal opinion. Whoever's like, man, I can't wait to get to that price all the way scrolling through 9 other sections. Explore the world, ultimate board game about legendary creatures, up to 60 cryptids, high replayability, top-notch components. So 1 to 4 players, 90 minutes to play. I would put this on the front. You know what? You don't have to spotlight gorgeous artwork. This is my new pet peeve in 2024. Can we please stop spotlighting the fact you have gorgeous artwork when I, in fact, am looking at your artwork at this very moment? You do, like, I would much rather know something else about your game. And I'm sure there's one of 6 others that, like, I don't know. I'm just hammering hard on it. It just drives me nuts, that main image. I hate it. Legendary cryptids await your strategy. Discover, protect, upgrade skills, search. Cool. A well-blended, multi-mechanic, cryptic masterpiece to be played again and again. At least it talks about the replayability there. It's Modern Hunter meets Parks. Definitely one to have in your collection. So I do like that. The last line's Garbo. But the top line, it's Monster Hunter meets Parks. And I know a lot of people say you should not mention the name of other games when you're talking about another game. And I feel like that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I hate when people say that. I actively, you know what? I try not to be confrontational too much. But when I hear people say that out in the wild, I strongly disagree. And I disagree in person because there's 1,000 games that are going to come out this year. That's not hyperbolic. There is literally 1,000 or more board games. Not RPGs, not just board games that are going to come out this year. So specifically mentioning one that's very popular along with Monster Hunter, which is just immensely popular itself. I think that I like it. Cryptic Nature is a charming homage to the cryptid world. Don't care. I love that it's competitive. Euro. Most Euros are competitive, so I don't care. Yet players are still taking care of the cryptids. So I feel like a word is missing there. Players cooperatively are still taking care of the cryptids. Is that what's going on? Comparisons are important. They cut right through the fat. If someone says this is kind of like King of Tokyo with X, or if they say this is kind of like X with whatever, and X is something I like, I'm immediately more likely to enjoy it. But yeah, this quote, Garbo. In a gaming landscape, usually, and once again, I don't put that on either of them. I put it on them, because they're the ones who chose out the quote. Unless they asked for a quote and they gave it to them, in which case I put it on them. Legends and Tales, every card is a short story. Don't care. Got it. Cool. Oh, components. Designed to create an exciting, immersive adventure. I'd love to know the size of it. Not a deal breaker, though. I'd love to know the price of it. A little bit of a deal breaker. Why can't we just get to the price? Why do I have to go all the way down here? And yes, I know it's in the support. I can go into support and look at the price, but if you're on iOS or on mobile, which is a huge chunk of the people browsing Kickstarter, it's an extra click. So this is just annoying that it's not here. Magnetic Sanctuary board, cool. Looks good. Yeah, so those are magnetic and those are magnetic, and they stick on each other. And that's a great graphic there. I love how clean and clear that is. Very well done. Very well done. Aside from the price not being there completely cancels out the very well done there, because now it's like, oh, cool, there's everything in the game. I just wish I knew the price. Kickstarter exclusive mini expansion will include in every copy of Cryptic Nature, containing 4 player boards, extensions, and 24 Pathfinder tokens. Okay, so it looks like maybe they had some extra cardboard, some extra tokens, which will happen. So essentially, generally how it works, at least where I work, is let's say you get 1.5 sheets of token sheet. What does that mean? That means maybe you'll have 6 token sheets. Well, if you only need 5, that means you have an extra one, which means you can either scrap it and it's just gone, or you can utilize it for something else. I mean, I've suggested customers put player references on cardboard tokens, and a lot of times when you see this, you'll know this now. You'll know this in the back of your brain. The next time you see a player reference card, and it's not a card, but it's actually a physical like token that you pop out, it most likely meant they had extra space. Which now you know. Pretty cool, huh? I felt like that when I found out. It's like, oh, cool. So when we have extra stuff, we can just offer to the customer and they can add it to the game. An absolute feel-good game with gorgeous artwork and fantastic creatures. Wow, that is a terrible quote. Feel-good game. What does that mean? What'd you think about that game, Forrest? Oh, man, it was a feel-good game. Great artwork. The creatures, man, they were fantastic. Okay, well, what about the game itself? Not so much just the artwork and the fact it made you feel good. Like, it's such a terrible quote. Like, it doesn't tell me anything. I just love the unique theme of Cryptic Nature. Okay. Plus, it has engaging strategic gameplay that's just as fun at all player counts. There we go. That's the only thing useful there. Just as fun at all player counts. But that, however, is solid gold. That's important to know. And I'd mention that. Why back Cryptic Nature? So I like that quote. I think that is my favorite quote out of all of them, even though the first part is not ideal. How to play, travel around Europe, collect evidence. Just give me a video. This is nice. Love this. It's great. And price. Please, can we get to the price already? Rule booklet, solo mode, all fantastic stuff. And once again, I'm not dogging them for having this. This is all great stuff to have. I just feel like, is this more important than the price? And the answer is, probably not. Probably not. In the solo mode, you play against a poacher who tries to catch the mystical creatures for his own. Explained in 2 minutes. So this is a 2-minute preview, whatever. Full playthrough. There we go. There's the money. Colorblind friendly. Cool. Still not more important than the price. Choose. So is this? No, it's a short and sweet. Whatever. Preview. Don't care. Preview. Is this a preview? Review. Cool. But still, whatever. Preview. I just want. Did I get a gameplay? Did I get a full gameplay? Bueller? Was there a full gameplay? Yeah, it was right there. Great. I'm glad they led with that one. I feel like that's worth way more than any of these. Hunter and Kron. Kron's gone. I know. It'll always be Hunter and Kron to me because I urinated next to one of them at Essen, and I don't know if it was Hunter or Kron. But I'm never going to let Kron die in my heart. Unless he did something terrible. If you post in the chat that he actually did something terrible and he got canceled because of it, then I'll still remember the time I urinated next to him. Adventurer has definitely forged new paths with Cryptic Nature. What a god-awful quote. That is such a garbage quote. I know, Hunter, you're probably inundated with tons of games. You're probably crushing it right now. But that quote is hot garbage. The company that made this game has definitely forged new paths with this game. What the fudge does that mean? And this is what I always like to do. I love this little game. If I said the quote to you, would it make any sense at all? Or would it just be a stupid pile of crap and be like, what are you talking about? Hey, Forrest, what you think of the game? Oh, man, the company that made it has forged new paths with it. Yeah! Does it mean anything to you? Doesn't mean anything to me. It's a fun trade-off between engine building, performing actions, and time. Makes it fun, replayable, and the creatures look amazing. There we go. Between engine building, performing actions, and time. I didn't know time was an aspect in this game, but now I do, which I like. Stella gets a gold star. Granted, Adventure gets the gold star for taking Stella's quote, but I'll give it to both of them. 42 euros, and they converted the currency to 3, so this, once again, is exactly why I hate the fact the price is down here. That is such a good price. 45 bucks. I don't even think twice about that price, because the game looks fine. The components look fine. I would lead with that price a little bit earlier. But at the end of the day, and then here's the one that everyone's going to want. Oh, and then the deluxe all-in bundle, because of course there's a deluxe all-in bundle. So this one costs $81, and it's going to come with 2 small box expansions in the game. And then this one's going to come with 2 small box expansions, deluxeified components, the game, and a stupid-ass art book. I'm going to guess this is an art book. Oh my god, can we stop doing art books? Bowers Law says this is going to be the most popular pledge, but... Oh, hi, big puppy. Bowers Law said this is going to be the most popular pledge level, but I sincerely hope that Sanity prevails and the Cryptic Nature's expansion is the most popular pledge level. Please, let Sanity prevail. Please don't tell me an art book is the number one. $4.29! Wow! That's a lot more than I was expecting, and that's not what they're hoping for. Typically, this pledge should be 9 or 10 to 1 times, have fewer, 9 or 10 to 1 fewer than this one, or in theory this one, but I don't think that's going to be the most popular one. So $4.29, that's not great. Makes me wonder how much is on this one. $8.20, so it is still 2 to 1 roughly, and then this one, yes, Sanity's going to prevail. This is going to be like $5.70. $7.96. Okay, it's still up high, but that's still the most popular. You saw it. Bowers Law was broken, and I freaking called it. Thank you. You know what? If you got rid of this art book, I guarantee you, if you got rid of this stupid art book and dropped this down by, say, $10, $15, this would be the most popular pledge level. Guaranteed. So I'm glad that Sanity has prevailed, and people said, no, I'm not buying your stupid art book. Now, granted, nearly 800 people still are, so good for them, because the cost to make that is not what they're charging you for. Man, but lumping together all this stuff. I hope there's an add-on section. There is. Good. And I knew that immediately because they used this. Very nice. Add-ons Island. Yeah, $20 for this tiny-ass expansion. Whatever. How many cards is this? 16 Cryptotiles, 4 ship meeples, 10... So this is cardboard, meeples, and 16 cards. Oh, game board extension. So I'm not dogging on the expansion itself. It's just $22 for that tiny box. Because that's not even factoring in the shipping. I get why they make it $22, because they don't want you to buy it a la carte. They want you to buy the big pledge level, but it doesn't seem great. Or 25 euros. Oh, it has text in there. Okay. I get it. I see it. I take back. This art book I will give a pass to, because this actually looks informative and interesting, unlike most of the art books that I have. And I own 3. All 3 of them are god-awful. The only one I can remember off the top of my head is... The only one that I kept, I think, was Scythe. But that was because that one came with the game, and it was like a collector's edition or some stupid stuff. But this, I think, if you're just a Cryptid fan, would definitely be cool. It has lots of text, the artwork, the location. That's a nice book. I'll give them kudos. I'm gonna walk back my trash talking on the art book, because this is more than an art book. This is art book with text. Metal coins, cool. Wooden tokens, neat. Expansion rules, download. Great. Have I had the actual rules to just the base game? It's odd that I find the expansion rules before that. Whatever. It's not final. Okay, it's there. I can look at it. Stretch goals, new card type, cryptics. Oh, these are unlocked. I put these way higher. Once again, why are these buried so far down? I always say this. When you launch a Kickstarter, what's your goal? Your goal is to get your Kickstarter funded, okay? And once you succeed that goal, what is your goal? Your goal is no longer to get funded, because you're already funded. Your goal is to hit stretch goals, which means you should put the stretch goals higher, especially considering they're going to add to the perceived value of your game. Hey, calm down, big boy. Which means, by this point in the campaign, I've probably already made my decision whether or not I'm going to back you or not. So this is icing on the cake. Whereas I feel like if you put it up higher, it can be something you eat before the icing on the cake. It could be the box to the cake or something. Big boy, calm down. I'll pet you. New card types, city cryptids, cool. Evidence bag, upgrade, neat. Upgraded solo mode components, very nice. Printed back on game board, I don't give a crap at all. I'd much rather you spent this on something that was actually functional or useful. Oh, Kickstarter. Check out my Kickstarter exclusive game, Mom. They put it on the back of the board for an extra 15 cents per board or whatever it is. Because there's going to be an extra charge for printing on the back of the board. Man, that is ugh. Can't believe this campaign is still going on. 23 minutes in. It is stretching. Linen finished rule booklet. Nice. I put that above this. New card types. Runaway cryptids. Cool. Nice. I mean, that's very nice. And hey, these are awesome. Yeah, these are great stretch goals for the most part. Not you. Not you. Oh, not that one. This one, whatever. I don't really care. It's an upgrade. Assistant dice upgrade. Now bigger and made of wood. The bigger I like. Made of wood. Your mileage may vary. Community card. Ooh, okay. Get involved. Get engaged. And it's right. Man, once again, this is exactly why I would put these stretch goals higher. I'm not that excited about your game. Like, I'm just not, quite frankly. It looks fine. But with this, I am now more excited, and I imagine people who really are excited about this game are even more excited because we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 additional cards, an upgraded solo mode, this is great. These are great stretch goals. 4 new contract cards, and these are micro stretch goals. 15K here, 30K here, 25K here, 6 new requests. These are great. I'd put these so much higher. Those are fun. Those are fun. Social goals, 3,000 followers on Instagram, gets the linen finish on game board. Cool, don't care. 100 new campaign shares on Facebook, linen finish on cryptid cards. Fine. Cryptic Nature was an amazing theme and 100% cute creatures. Oh my god, it's just like, we keep going. Like, I'm like, surely this is the worst quote on this campaign page. And then I'll go 3 quotes down and be like, oh, we've got a new worst quote on the campaign page. And then I go down even further and we have a new worst quote on the campaign page. Cryptic Nature has an amazing theme. Don't freaking care. That has nothing to do with gameplay. And 100% cute creatures. I imagine that... Be kind. Be kind, Forrest. Be kind. That's a terrible quote. Moving on. The realistic style of the beautiful cryptid illustrations provoked a scientific field guide, making the fantastical seem natural. I don't. What are you chewing on? Don't chew on that. Whatever. I don't care. I don't think these quotes are so bad. October 2024. Wow. Ooh. We're pre-ordering? This feels like a pre-order. October 2024. Now, granted, that's in 8 months. I get the timeline is estimated. Okay. It's just really quick turnaround. We shipped to all countries, 18 to 20 bucks. So now I'm looking at 60 bucks right on the nose. It looks like $64. The expansion bundle is the one that most people got. Thank goodness, 101 bucks. What did I say? About 100 bucks for the premium version. Granted, this one's not the premium version. It's for the one with the expansions. Okay. That is a very quick turnaround. It is. It is. And with how many stretch goals they have, it makes me wonder if they're just straight up lying and they'll be like, oh yeah, we unlocked everything, hooray, or if they're just going to not hit their time. Gorgie, game author. So we have all these AI-generated pictures, which once again makes me... Our beautiful team portraits were generated with the help of AI technology. We love cryptids, want to meet them at least in the virtual reality. All illustrators of the game are handcrafted. Oh, okay. So they mention it all the way down here. Honestly, once again, I'm not the person who's going to complain about AI-generated art, but I would kind of put this higher because I know a lot of people at least claim to shop with their wallets about AI-generated arts. I think they're all full. Let me rephrase that. I don't think they're all full of crap because you might be one of those people and you're not full of crap. But I think everybody else, the 80% of the other people are just like, look at me, I want to support. Like, yeah, whatever. At the end of the day, it's like, oh yeah, you still backed that Terraforming Mars, didn't you? Like, come on the yep, on the stretch goals. Okay, fine, we're done. It was really lengthy. FAQ, tell me it's organized. It's not. There's 13. It's a little bit annoying. My question's 12. I have to read 12 questions to get to it, which... You can organize it like Reload from Costco Games. Are there AI-generated picture in this game? No. Well, it looks like it. You should probably mention that higher. Or don't. I mean, but I would, honestly. Just because I thought it. Like, I looked at your main image, like, oh, it looks like AI-generated art. Whoa! 619? Oh my god, that's how you judge. 619? That's like the biggest number I've ever seen. Like, Brandon Sanderson wasn't getting 619. Wow. Oh, you're voting on sketches. Put 1, 2, or 3 in the comments. 1 comment per backer, please. The voting ends in 24 hours. Great. Just easy. Tickle that algorithm. Great. Speaking of Simon, to be weird no longer seeing them on Kickstarter and only on GameFound going forward. Yeah, I'm curious how long that's going to last. Good for GameFound, though. That's what they need to do. They have to get these big companies, they have to get them to commit, and then they have to hope that by getting these big companies, they're going to get the big games, which means people are going to sign up for GameFound, join them, and then eventually, if they ever actually pretend to give a crap about the smaller publishers, then in theory, the smaller publishers would get a little bit of that rub. I don't think that's happening right now, which is why I would never recommend anyone go on GameFound unless you have a tentpole or a big publisher or something massive. Even compared to the other ones, this is one way to drive the needle. Yeah. Do you have an estimated playtime for 5 players? I know you said it takes longer, but I was wondering how much longer. Any news about the shipping price to Spain? While it's awesome with both social goals unlocked, let's check out the community. I'm curious. It's a decent number. Nearly 10%. More like 8% new. Okay. United States dominating as per normal. Looks good. Final grade. Do I want it? I do. It looks fun. Once we got into the player boards and the magnetization, and I dig the theme, the going and discovering, the press your luck. Once we got past all this crap, once we got past the, hey, look, we got cards, everybody. Look, there's cards. There's cryptids on cards. Look, it's our artwork. Once we got past all that, yeah, it looks like fun. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? It's their first time making a game, but they have $367,000 to make what is a relatively simple game to make. I know you're saying magnetic components. Man, that isn't that hard. No, it's the manufacturer. It's not on them. It's just, hey, this is what we want. And the manufacturer's like, hey, we can do that. They're like, cool. And then they'll test it out when they get their sample. And yeah, in case you're curious, yeah, how does that work? So they're going to send their files to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer is going to print off what's called a sample for them. It will be as close to the final game as humanly possible. They will get that sample. They'll go over it with a fine-tooth comb. They'll say, hey, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. They'll tweak all that stuff, and hopefully they'll implement it into the final manufacturing. So the magnetic aspect of it is going to cost them a little bit extra, but I'm not terribly concerned about it. Can you do it? Yes. Then how much is it? It's fine. It seems fine. I feel like we really took a long time to get to the price. Like, you're telling me all this stuff is more important than your pledge tiers, and you're telling me all this stuff is more important than your stretch goals. I don't like the organization, but I can't knock it too hard because, once again, they use the left side. So final grade is a positive one, I think, overall. Do I want it? Yes, I do. I think that main image is pretty hot garbage, though. Like, I feel like I need to know so much more, but once again, other people did not. They did not, and I wonder how many of these people are returning backers. That's my big question. I so wish Kickstarter had a returning backer. So new backers, returning backers, but then a separate one. Returning backers who have backed a project from this specific creator. Oh my gosh, that would be so hot. You could look directly at brand loyalty. Oh my gosh, I would make so many videos about that. I would love to just see. Okay, done. It's not here. It's not happening. All right, do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yeah. How much is it? It's fine. So at the end of the day, this is a good grade. I don't like the cut of their jig. I don't like how they did a lot of the things. I don't like the fact the rule booklet is... Never mind. It's right there. Take it back. Once again, that's why I love this so much. Oh, there's no rule booklet. I was about to complain about it. No, it's right there. Rule booklet. Great. Let's see how they use the back of it. I'm going to guess they didn't. Please tell me they did. Yeah. Yeah, that's just total, complete wasted space garbage here. That's annoying. Hopefully it has player reference cards, though. Right? Player reference? Yeah. Surely player reference. No player reference card. Oh, yeah, they are. Player aid cards. Cool. Okay. Final grade. I got to start at a B. I hate to do it because I don't particularly like the project much, but it's a B. It's a B. They did everything. They got everything you need. There's gameplays. There's how to play. There's rule booklets. There's the expansion rule booklets. There's 3 separate areas for the shipping because they have 3 separate pledge levels. The art book. They even made me buck the... You know what? I'm going to give them a 1/3 of a point grade bump up for the art book. I went from crapping all over the art book to giving it a 1/3 of a point grade bump up because the bottom line is I am not a cryptid person, but I know there are. There's people who just absolutely adore and eat up this theme. So this theme, combined with the artwork, combined with that booklet, and let's just be quite frank here. From a dollars and cents perspective, that book is a great idea. They're selling 800 plus of those books at $25 a pop. And that book is not a $25 book. It is nowhere near a $25 book. You make most of them extra money on the add-ons. So kudos for them for making the extra monies on the add-ons. And I'm just going to go with a B. just a solid B. I like a lot of what they did. I didn't like a lot of what they did, but at the end of the day, they did it well. They got 3 evenly distributed pledge levels too, which means they knew what people wanted for the most part. B-, solid campaign, but it was not a fun ride for me. Sean, I agree, and I want to go B-, but at the end of the day, I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything that I could really be like, that sucked. So B, I'm gonna go with a B. The least enthusiastic B I think I've ever given on this channel. Cryptic Natures, discover and protect the legendary creatures. It looks like it might be your cup of tea. Be sure to check this one out. If you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. And as quick show note, there will be no show tomorrow because I will be at Panera and a doctor's appointment with my kids. Bye-bye. I guess you didn't know Panera.